Hi Leo, thank you so much for watching. As always, thanks for all you do to support our channel, liking, commenting, subscribing, and all the super chats and support. I really appreciate it. You continue to be one of the most watched signs on my channel from the beginning until now. So I keep your bonus content coming. Check your Leo playlist for more Leo videos. And as always, interact with this video letting me know that you want more content. So I'm just going to get into your reading here. Okay. And under the deck here, we have creating heaven on earth. It's happening. Right. So what I was hearing when I was shuffling is craving change, craving growth is what I'm feeling. And then we have creating heaven on earth. It's happening. Empathy. This card's not even from this deck, but was in there somehow. You feel and understand the emotions of another in the service of love. Then we have counsel of light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. And then align your life. What is not aligned and needs to change. Okay. So what I'm immediately feeling here, Leo, is some of it with these two cards together. And the empathy card there, it's just letting me know that a lot of you are highly sensitive individuals. I feel that energy. You're highly empathetic. You're always thinking of others. You're always helping others. You're always serving others, I just heard. It could either be in your job or your family situation or your relationships or just like hosting people at your house. You're always the person to have dinner parties or whatever it is. And I just feel like a lot of you are craving change from that. You're craving a change from being the most responsible person in the room, the most organized person in the room, the person that always provides for others, the person that always has it all together, the person that always is worried of others' emotions and stuff like that. Like, I feel like you understand that you want your life and your home and your social circle and your job to be sort of like heaven on earth. Like, you want things to be peaceful, graceful, to bring you peace and serenity. And then you're starting to look around and see like what doesn't. Is it your job? Is it your social circle? Is it your relationship? Is it someone you're dating? Is it a family situation? And you've recognized through doing work on yourself, you know that you're super empathetic. You know that you're super caring individual and doting individual. And some of you could be like a helper in this world. So that's like the role that you've been playing type thing. And you recognize this about yourself, but you also recognize that you're craving change from this in some way. You're craving balance in your life. You're craving to form more boundaries. A lot of you might have already formed boundaries, but you're craving to form more is what I really feel. So you're reflecting kind of on your life, your job, your social circle, your relationship, and just looking for things that don't serve anymore, looking for things that drain you. As you assess the situation, you are grateful for a lot of things in your life. You don't only just see the bad in your life that you want to change. You see all the good as well that you want to stay the same is what I really feel. So you're grateful for those. You're grateful for those great friends, those great relationships, those great coworkers, that great job, the great rate of pay, great opportunity, whatever gift that you feel that you have. A lot of you could be also when you go to bed at night and when you wake up first thing in the morning, you're saying all the things that you're grateful for. You're just noticing that your life is pretty great in a lot of ways. It hasn't always been. You've been through your fair share of hardships. I know that. But you feel like now is kind of a time where you are grateful for a lot, but you're willing to change things still. You've already recognized a lot. You've already elevated a lot. You've already expressed yourself and created a lot of boundaries and changed your life for the better, I feel, but you're willing to do more. So now you're kind of going through your life with like a fine tooth comb, I just heard. So it's like every detail, like, what about this job? What about this relationship? What about this person? This person I let go of to make room for this person. Does that person have to go too? Do I have to make more boundaries? You're really deep in thought. And I feel like there's a lot of power in you at this time, and determination is what I'm really feeling. And then you also have trust, creativity, and acceptance. So this is letting me know that there's some situations that you may not be able to change. You may not be able to change a family situation or a home situation or a job that you don't like, but it's a good rate of pay and you have to keep it for now or something like that. But you're kind of accepting what is. You're making plans to change it in the future, though. You're making plans to move forward in some type of way, whether it be in a family situation, relationship, friendship, job situation, but you're also kind of trusting in the process. And there's a real focus on creativity. Some of you might have some new ideas in business, in job, a new relationship, a new friendship, things just coming out of nowhere as you cleanse the old things that don't work for you anymore. The new and exciting things come in for you, Leo. And I feel like you want to kind of get rid of things, the last bits of things that you don't like, or set boundaries and get more of your time back to focus more on yourself, nurture yourself, and nurture some kind of project or something with this creativity card is what I'm feeling. Any more messages for Leo, please? What key messages do you want Leo to know at this time? Thank you so much for your messages, Spirit. Thank you for your messages. Thank you. Okay. Rising. Key messages for Leo, Sun, Moon. Okay. Wow. So under the deck here, we have mirror, and then we have mirroring each other, self-image, relationships, reflect our wounds, introspection. So again, that's what I was feeling is you are feeling, there's this feeling of craving change, but in order for you to crave change, you have to go into introspection and reflect on all your relationships, reflect on all your wounds, and kind of go from there, which is what you're feeling. And then with this card over top, then we have this card, empathy, and then the golden mirror, self-absorbed narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing. So I feel like as you reflect back on yourself, as you recognize, wow, I am very empathetic. Wow, I am a very sensitive person. Deep down inside, you can reflect the opposite of that, which is like narcissism. And you can also assess your friendships, family, work, love for one-sided relationships, and you're just really cutting ties with these people. I feel like a lot of you have already cut ties, but there's even more to go is what I just heard. So it's like 2024 might be a year of a lot of change and a lot of new for you, and not in a bad way, but just in a way that you're letting go of everything that doesn't serve. And then as you let go, you'll be surprised at the new things that the universe brings in, because it's like you're passing a test in some way. It's like, oh, you're telling the universe you're serious. You're serious about the life you want. You're serious about the love you want. You're serious about the friendships you want. And if it doesn't match up, then you just are not afraid to let it go. And you're not going to just have a bunch of empty spaces in your life. The Spirit's going to fill it with other things, whether it be like a passion project or a new romance or a new friendship or something like that. And then we have gratitude, elevation, expression here. So we have twin flames, yin, yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, complement each other, hammer, sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, working on it. So with these cards on top of these ones, I feel like you're reflecting back on, it could be years, it could be months, but someone here feels like they had a twin flame journey at some point. And this brought you a lot of pain, suffering, tough lessons. But as you reflect back on it, though, you're even grateful for this experience in a weird way. It doesn't get rid of the pain. It doesn't get rid of the disappointment. You might still be separated with this person because they might have self-sabotaged it, is what I feel. But you still, despite everything, still feel grateful for this. And you're recognizing that even this situation, as painful and disappointing as it was, caused you to elevate. And then expression is here as well. So your twin flame might be trying to rebuild something with you at this time or in the near future with this rebuilding card and expressing, or they just want to express something back, or because you're mirroring each other, you're feeling grateful for the situation, you're feeling like you grew, and maybe this person feels the same. Maybe this person feels really grateful that they met you and that it triggered a lot of change in them because they weren't a very nice person before, and maybe they're wanting to reach out to rebuild something. And then we have trust and new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, change, mind. So again, that's what I was hearing in the beginning, is like craving change, I think I said. And so a lot of you have something inside you speaking to you, guiding you. It could be your intuition, it could be your spirit guides, it could be like an ancestor that passed away or something. But I just feel like you don't know where your life's going for some of you. You don't know if you leave that job, where you'll go. If you go into this new relationship, how it'll go. If you leave that family dynamic, how will that go? You don't have all the answers right now, but you're just craving change and new. It's like this feeling that you can't stay where you are for much longer. Like things have to change, or whatever new opportunities that come into your life that are a change. You might have feared them before because you didn't know what would happen, but you're kind of past the point of fear now. It's like you're just kind of trusting in the process. And this divine orchestration is here. So you might start to realize, as you reflect back on your life and this twin flame and all these situations and all that you've learned, that you feel deep in your intuition that your life has been divinely orchestrated a lot. Like you think you have power over something, but you don't. You think you know where you're going in life, but you have no idea. So you're just kind of releasing that and trusting in the process and kind of accepting what was. And then we have relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child, growth again. So like I was saying, you've done a lot of realizations. If you're an empathetic person, you've learned about that, you've studied that, you've done therapy, research, whatever meditation you had to do on that to recognize that in yourself. Because I feel like a lot of you could have carried on many months or many years in your life where you didn't know you were an empathetic person. You didn't know you were a sensitive person. You just thought everyone was like you, but you only came to realize that no one is. You are the 1% or 2% or 10% in the world. Not everyone's empathetic. Not everyone's sensitive. Not everyone is kind-hearted like you. Like you've come to realize that, and I feel like you've healed a lot of wounds, which help you go to the next stage. And because of all that healing and growth, you're now entering that phase, and subconsciously you're craving it. And you're wanting the change and growth, but you just don't know exactly where you're going with it, but you're just trusting the process is what I feel. Any more messages for Leo, please? What does Leo need to know at this time? What does Leo need to know at this time? What does Leo need to know at this time, please, Spirit? Key messages for Leo's sun, moon, rising. Key messages for Leo's sun, moon, rising. Whoa, okay. All right, so these kind of flew out here, so I'm going to take them as well. So a lot of messages are coming up here, Leo, so I'm just going to get into it. So basically, this is showing your past energy here, and they want the twin flames over top. So this could be related to a twin flame journey. This could be related to a toxic family member, toxic friend, toxic workplace, or just generally the whole synopsis of your last couple years or months, multiple people, multiple situations that you dealt with. So basically what I'm seeing here is you feel like in the past, when you reflect back, you gave too much. It was never balanced. You never got the love, affection, care, friendship, family, whatever back. You feel like you paid forward a lot. You got almost nothing back. And a lot of you didn't realize it or expect it because you were so empathetic that you just thought you were giving out of the kindness of your heart. But only when you pull back, you realize, wow, I give so much and someone's giving nothing here. I do so much, they do nothing. I give them help when they need something. When I need something, they're not there. Like, so many realizations is what I feel. This was extremely triggering and eye-opening for you and put you into a time of rest and recovery. A lot of you felt like this was a cycle that went on for a long time for you with this Eight of Swords. It wasn't just one person or situation. It was a dynamic in your life for a long time. And you couldn't see it. You couldn't acknowledge it with the blindfolds here. And you felt trapped in it because it's all that you knew. It's all that you thought you were worthy of. It's all that you thought you would ever get, because and then it's like, I'm hearing like, what you believe and what you do, like how you let others treat you teaches them how to treat you or something like that. So it's like, if this was what you were used to, you thought about it, you accepted it, you lived it, so you manifested more of it in a way, because it's like it was constantly in your mind and in your space. So it took a long time to recognize this, recover from this, but I feel like that's what you just did. And some of you could have been sick physically. You could have had a lot of health ailments in 2023. You could have just always felt tired, like chronic tiredness, depression, anxiety, fatigue, sicknesses, cold, flus, allergies, all these different things. And you thought that was just whatever was happening, but it was actually like a stress response in your body, that so much was happening. You were learning so much. You were deep diving into your emotions so much, even in your dreams, I just heard, that it really took a toll on your health, because it's like your mind's working so hard and you're processing all these things that it, like, your body can't catch up, almost like it's consuming a lot of energy. And that's just a message for someone. But as you learned and grew, and this twin flame might have been the catalyst to change for you, or it might have been the last thing, like the nail in the coffin. Like, you could have been continuing on this narcissism, empathetic thing your entire life. Then you met your twin flame and they just threw you over the top, broke you down, and twisted it all around for you, that you could see everything. You didn't want to be that anymore. You didn't want to feel that anymore. You were done with it. And so that put you into a cutthroat energy where you had self-love, you had self-esteem, you were quick to cut people off that weren't balanced for you, and you also guard yourself in the future. So you could have met more people during this healing process, during 2023, that were a test for you. Like, a new friend would come in, a new coworker would come in, you would try and go on a date with someone, and they were all tests for you. They were all the same dynamic that you were used to, and a test to see if you would accept it again. Or your twin flame could have came back, and that was a test, like, would you go back into this dynamic? And you passed the test, because look at all these cards here. So you were cutthroat, you only wanted balance, connections, and now I just feel this high confidence and high self-love that you know that's what you deserve now. You can recognize it on the first date, you can recognize it on the first meeting, you can recognize it on the first interaction with a friend or a new friend or whatever. Wow, this person wants a lot from me and doesn't give it back, and it's exhausting, and I'm done and I don't need that in my life. And that's exactly what you're doing. You're cutting out a lot of things, and you don't feel bad about it. You don't feel hurt about it. You're unemotional to it. which is such a sign of your growth, because if you were that empathetic and that sensitive, you would have always felt guilty, sad, unsure, worried, concerned for that person's feelings, but you don't feel that anymore. You just feel done. When you're done with someone, you're done. There's no emotion there. There's no whatever. It's just like, it's not balanced. Goodbye. And now, because you've passed these tests and moved on from this, the Wheel of Fortune is here. And when I touch it, it says fortune, fame for someone. So the wheel is spinning in your favor. I feel like a lot of your life, or a lot of the last couple years or a couple months for some of you, things, I'm not going to lie, things were not in your favor. The wheel was turned against you. That was not your time to shine. That was your time to learn and go through hardship, unfortunately. But now it's changed around. Judgment is here. So this is also letting me know that either your twin flame or this family, this friend, this job, whatever it may be, whoever's taken more than they've given, whoever's harmed you or taken from you or whatever, it's all going to be repaid. So if you gave so much in the past, you got nothing, things are going to come back for you in different ways. You could get like a tax return, a lump sum, a raise, a new partner that's kind and generous to you, a new friend that's kind and generous to you, random parcels showing up at your door, finding money, winning a lotto, winning something, gambling and winning something, like just different things like that, where it's like you're getting unexpected returns because you got nothing back here. You were the giver. It was unbalanced. You got breadcrumbs. It wasn't it for you. And these people are receiving judgment. It's turning around. So all the people that took, and were selfish and users and all that stuff, judgment's coming for them now. So now it's like they're gonna have a lot of hardship in their life. They're gonna have a lot of hard lessons to learn now. Their life could turn upside down. They could lose a job, lose a home, lose whatever, and they'll be in lack and you'll be in abundance, is what I really feel. Then we have the Temperance card here. So it's like being kind and nurturing to yourself. You could be going on a trip where there's like plants, or you could be swimming, or you could just be pouring into yourself and kind and nurturing to yourself. Through all this happening in the last year or months, you could have had like no time, either because of all this going on, these relationships and connections and jobs and whatever, or the reflection and learning and the tiredness and the illness or whatever. You couldn't have the time to pour into yourself. So now you could be doing a lot of self-care. You could be, like I said, going on vacation more this year. You could be getting a facial. You could be eating well. You could be nurturing yourself, exercising more. Like the focus is pulled back from all these people and on you now. And that's why I feel like you were craving change so much. And I feel like even if you did some change, you crave more, because you see how good it feels to take your energy from people that don't deserve it and give it to you, because you deserve it and you need that energy too. And pouring into something that's just like an empty barrel with a hole in it, you're never going to get anywhere. It's very draining. And that's what I feel like these people were. This whole situation caused you to become extremely strong, and also caused you to transform in ways that you never thought possible. I just heard, like I said, this could have been a very long cycle for you. It could have been so long, Leo, that you didn't even realize it was a cycle. You didn't realize what was happening, because that was just your normal. You didn't know anything different, right? So I just feel like you've transformed so much. And then you have 10 of Cups, you have the Star, you have the 4 of Wands, 2 of Cups, the World, and the 1 of Cups here. So I just feel like as you change, as you become who you're destined to be, as you pour into yourself, it makes you, and know your worth and have confidence in everything, it makes you highly attractive. It makes you a magnet. It makes you be able to manifest what you want so easily. So you have the 10 of Cups here, family, long-term relationship, children, home. You have the Star. So some of you, it's actually stardom, or it's your wishes and dreams coming true. You have a significant relationship coming into your life, a past life relationship with a soulmate. And this could be your twin flame. If your twin flame's done all the healing, this could be your twin flame. But for some of you, I'm really feeling like it's new. I'm really feeling like the twin flame's over here in your past and you have new coming in now. And like I said, the end, you have the death right beside the world. So end of a painful cycle. And this cycle was a very taxing, taking, not good cycle for you. Like it was not, you'll reflect back on your life and you might think those are the worst years of my life, or that was the hardest period of my life, or that was a dark night of the soul kind of a vibe. And all that's cleared up now and you can receive what you deserve. And with this cup here and with like a dove and it's coming from the clouds, and the lotus flowers are really standing out to me, which have never stood out to me before. This is just letting me know, like, again, lotus flowers, they are beautiful flowers that grow in muddy, murky situations. And I feel like that's what you did. You took a muddy, murky situation, way of being, way of living, and transformed it into something beautiful. And the universe is now giving you handouts because I feel like you're owed a lot that you didn't even receive yet. A lot of you might not even expect this because you're so empathetic that you just think you were just doing things with the kindness of your heart. But this is telling me that like you're going to be paid in some way, either in love, money, experiences, travel, whatever it is, health, I just heard. So this is your reading, Leo, sending love and light, and see you in the next one.